we're going to use EBITDA multiples. Now, the interesting thing about EBITDA, earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, you're probably familiar with it. Essentially, it's a proxy for cash flow. It's a way to look at cash flow in a very simplistic way. And this EBITDA has caught on in the early 80s and early 90s. Basically, the LBO people were using EBITDA because they financed mostly by bank debt, and the banks can put their hands on EBITDA. So and for an investor, an EBITDA is kind of a meaningless number because you cannot get to it because you have to pay taxes, you have to amortize your assets, you have to replace your assets, and then your cash flow changes are not factored in. So it's kind of a goofy number. But the banks, sophisticated as they are or not, they could read this out of the income statement, so they like it. And then the private equity people started using it, and now everyone is using it. So you take the EBITDA, you take the multiple, and that's going to give you the enterprise value. So the enterprise value is the value that all the funders of the company own together. So that's shared between your banker, your bond investor, your leasing company, your factoring company, and you. And then what you do is you take the value of the debt off, you deduct it, and then you get to the value of the equity. And the debt includes any interest-bearing debt. So it can be a finance lease, is part of it. If you do factoring, that's part of it. If you do a shareholder loan, that's part of it. Think of it like you have a house, you sell it for $1 million, there's a $500,000 mortgage on it. You're not going to get $1 million cash, right? You have to repay the bank, and then you get $500,000 cash. Same goes with companies.